Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about walk away from her today. So if you are in a situation where perhaps you've been rejected by a woman, or perhaps you've been dumped by a woman, and it's now time to walk away from her, okay? Because if a woman has rejected you, she no longer wants you, it's always best to walk away from people, especially women, and sometimes it's even with friends and family members that don't want you, that don't value you. If she's not enthusiastic about you anymore, or was never enthusiastic about you to begin with, then you really do need to walk away from her, okay? Because if you don't, you're just going to feel worse and worse about yourself. And why is that? Why do you feel worse and worse about yourself when you're trying to pursue a woman, or you're trying to keep interest in a woman that doesn't want you? Okay? The reason why that lowers your self-esteem and you lose your self-respect basically is because you are trying to put yourself in a place where you're not wanted, where you're not valued. Yeah? And because you're doing that, it makes you feel bad about yourself, because the way to feel good about yourself is to be with people and in places where you're wanted and where you are seen as a valuable member of that sort of environment. Okay? So it's really important then that you walk away from women that don't want you, and you do it today. You get on with your life today, because it's only going to make you feel worse and worse about yourself. Because I remember this when I was a teenager, and when I really, really liked someone, when I really, really liked a woman, and it didn't work out, let's say she rejected me, she didn't want to be with me, it would make me feel worse about myself the longer I kept on dwelling on her, the longer I kept on thinking about her, the longer I kept on wanting to be with her. It just made me feel worse and worse as the time progressed, because I could never have her, right? And the same goes for if it's an ex that you're dealing with. The longer you dwell and you mope about your ex, the worse and worse you're going to feel about yourself as the time progresses. So the idea then is that you must regain your self-respect and walk away from her, because that will make you feel better about yourself. Because if you date women, only exclusively date women that actually, or try to pursue women that actually really want you, that's going to make you feel much more happy about yourself, because, and it'll make you feel more successful as well, because it makes you feel unsuccessful when you're trying to pursue a woman that doesn't want you, or when you're trying to get back with a woman that no longer wants you. But it makes you feel really good about yourself, and it makes you feel like a success when you are with women that actually really want you to be there, right? Which is why you should only pursue women that are displaying high interest in you, and not these wishy-washy women, right? That say who, you ask out and they're like, oh no, sorry, I'm busy, or they give you some kind of excuse as to why they don't want to be with you, or don't want to be in a relationship with you, don't want to be hanging out with you. You always want to be hanging out and pursuing women that are also pursuing you, that also really, really want you and enthusiastic about you. So these women are the women that show up to dates when you ask her out. You arrange a date, you arrange a time and a place to meet up with them, and they show up there, and you have a great day. And it's very easy with these women to progress things into a relationship, to progress things intimately, because they want you, they're really attracted to you. And that's one of my first rules of dating as well. The first rule of dating in my book is that you should only pursue women, you should only pursue dating prospects that want you, that are reciprocating interest. If they're not reciprocating interest, like a woman that's already dumped you, or a woman that's flat out already rejected you, you need to walk away from these women, because it's only going to make you feel worse about yourself to be hanging around them, to be trying to force things with them, when in reality they really don't want you, and they keep on displaying through their actions that they don't want you. So you want to be showing interest in women, and spending time with women that have a strong interest in you, and you need to walk away from the women that have dumped you, that have rejected you, that won't give you the time of day. Okay, because it'll make you feel better about yourself to walk away from those situations. And you can use this rule for anything and for anyone, right? You can use this on friends. Like if you've got like a friendship group, let's say, and there's a few members of that friendship group, or that you've got, or perhaps they're just individual friends, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a friendship group, that you're always putting in the effort. You're the one that's always arranging the meetups, always arranging to hang out, always arranging the fun activities. And perhaps you're always there for them when they need you, but it's never reciprocated. They're not there for you when you need them. They're never trying to arrange times to hang out with you, trying to arrange activities to do together. Then they're not supportive of you. You need to walk away from those people as well. You need to walk away from friends that do that. And it's the same also with family members. You may have a family member that really belittles you and makes you feel bad about yourself and never has a nice thing to say about you or to you. What you need to say to that person, especially if you can't get rid of them, right, and you kind of have to spend time with them, like at the holidays and stuff like that, you need to say to that family member, hey, I don't like the way that you talk to me. I don't like the fact that you never have anything positive to say about me or to me. So, you've got my info, you know how to contact me. Reach out when you want to apologize and I'm going to leave. You contact me, right, when you're ready to apologize for this bad behavior. And then you walk away from that person. Now, a family member that loves you and cares about you will change their behavior and they will apologize, right? A family member who's not going to do that may, for example, continue on with their bad behavior and just ignore what you've said. Or they may just be like, okay, fine, you walk away, I'm never going to speak to you again, right? You may get some family members like that, right? But at least then right? You know where you stand, right? Essentially. So that's beneficial to you, okay? You want to be hanging out with people that want you and value you and are not going to be mean to you or horrible to you or reject you or are not enthusiastic about you. And you shouldn't be the one that's always putting in the effort. They put in the mutual effort. Right, you need to do that as well. You need to walk away from those kinds of people. And it's also the same with jobs. If you're in a job where you're underappreciated, perhaps, for example, you're picking up the slack of everyone else, right? And you're the one that's doing most of the work and everyone else is slacking off and you're not getting any compensation for your extra work, right? You need to find a new job, basically, right? And then when you've got that new job lined up and you're ready to leave, you hand in your 2 weeks notice to your current job. And then if that employer, your boss, values you, what they're going to do is they're going to offer you a pay rise. They're going to ask you what you need, right? Perhaps you may just want to, it may be the case that you just need to move to a different department. They'll ask you what you need or give you a pay rise. If they value you, if they care about you and they want you, then, they appreciate your work, then they're going to keep you around. They're going to try and keep you around. But if they don't, they'll just let you go. Right, but at least then you've got a new job lined up. So you can use this walking away technique for like anything, right? To show self-respect and to prove and kind of see who actually really values you and who actually cares about you, okay? And you must especially do this with women that have rejected you, that don't want you. Call their bluff. If they don't want you in their life, call their bluff. Walk away from them. If they care about you, if they're actually interested in you and they were just feigning interest, right? And or feigning, so not feigning interest, feigning disinterest, then they'll reach out to you. They'll be like, okay, no, I haven't heard from you in a while, how you been? Or they'll just reach out and say, hey, how are you? If they love you, if they care about you, if they're attracted to you, they will reach out. If she doesn't, then she won't. And you'll just never hear from her again. And that's great because that means you can go and find someone who is interested in you. You can go and find a woman who does want to be with you. You can go and find a woman who does value you and respect you and want you. Okay? So do the self-respecting thing and walk away from her today. All right? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovers.com and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.